Liam Payne's voice still echoes, a pop-era bridge between boy band charm and solo ambition. Quincy Jones, the rhythmic architect, turned studio walls into timeless grooves. Paul Rubens, with his mischievous grin, taught us that absurdity can be profound. Coolio's laid-back flow reminded the world that storytelling can ride a beat. Betty White's twinkling humor proved age is just another costume. Anne Heche's fearless intensity lit the screen with raw, unfiltered emotion. David Bowie, a chameleon of sound, forever reshaped the boundaries of art. The camera rolls in a dimly lit studio on a rainy Tuesday in 1998. A lone boom mic hangs above a half-constructed trench, and Tom Hanks, drenched in mud, rehearses a single line of dialogue for Saving Private Ryan. He pauses, eyes closed, feeling the weight of a rifle in his hands, the cold of the Pacific air that the film will later recreate. In that moment, the audience isn't yet there, but the craft is already humming, precision, repetition, a relentless pursuit of truth that Hanks has built into his work ethic. Hanks's reputation for preparation began long before he became the Mr. Rogers of Hollywood. After graduating from the University of California, Santa Barbara, he moved to New York and joined the famed improvisational troupe, The Second City. The grueling nightly performances taught him the discipline of showing up, of refining a joke until it lands, and of trusting the ensemble. Those early days forged a habit. Every role would be treated as a rehearsal for a larger, unseen performance. When he landed his first television gig on Bosom Buddies in the early 1980s, Hanks didn't see the sitcom as a stepping stone. He saw it as a laboratory. He kept a notebook of every scene, noting beats, timing, and the nuances of his co-stars. The habit of meticulous note-taking carried over to his film work. On the set of Big, 1988, where he played a 12-year-old boy trapped in an adult's body, Hanks would spend hours studying the gestures of children, the way they tilt their heads, the way they fidget with a pencil. He then translated those observations into a performance that felt both innocent and oddly profound, earning him his first Academy Award nomination. The breakthrough came not with a single blockbuster, but with a series of choices that revealed his willingness to shoulder risk. In 1994, Hanks turned down a lucrative offer to star in a high-budget action sequel, opting instead for the courtroom drama Philadelphia. He immersed himself in the legal briefs of the AIDS-afflicted lawyer he would portray, meeting with AIDS activists and reading medical journals. The resulting performance was a study in restraint, each pause, each breath, calibrated to convey the character's internal battle. The film earned Hanks his first Oscar win, but more importantly, it cemented his reputation as an actor who would let the material dictate the method. The next year, Hanks tackled the epic war film Saving Private Ryan. Director Steven Spielberg demanded authenticity. Hanks responded by undergoing a 2-week boot camp with a U.S. Army infantry unit. He learned to load a M1 rifle, to march in formation, and to endure the same physical exhaustion his character would face. The infamous Omaha Beach scene was shot in a single continuous take, and Hanks's commitment to staying in character shaking, coughing, bruised, gave the sequence its visceral edge. The scene's impact was not just cinematic, it demonstrated a principle Hanks lives by. The audience senses the labor behind the art. Even as his star rose, Hanks kept the habits of his early days. On Forrest Gump, 1994, he worked with a team of animators to ensure his movements matched the CGI environment. He rehearsed with a green screen, timing his steps to a phantom feather, a process that would have terrified many. Yet Hanks treated it as another craft challenge, mastering the timing required for a seamless blend of live action and digital effects. The actor's dedication extends beyond the set. He is known for reading the entire script multiple times, marking not just his lines, but also the subtext of every supporting character. In preparation for Castaway, 2000, Hanks spent weeks on a deserted island in the Pacific, living with only a volleyball and a limited diet. He learned to make fire, to fashion a shelter, and to survive on coconut water. The isolation forced him to internalize the character's desperation, which later translated into a performance that carried the film for 2 hours without a supporting cast. Hanks's craft also includes a rare humility in collaboration. When he produced and starred in Band of Brothers, 2001, he insisted on consulting actual World War II veterans, allowing their stories to shape the series' tone. He listened more than he spoke, a habit he attributes to his improvisational roots, where the best jokes come from listening to the room. The actor's career is a tapestry of varied genres, each tackled with the same rigorous method. In The Terminal, 2004, he studied the bureaucratic maze of airports, learning the minutiae of customs forms and the rhythm of security checkpoints. In Captain Phillips, 2013, he shadowed a real-life merchant mariner, absorbing the cadence of shipboard communication and the tension of hijacking scenarios. Each role is an exercise in research, repetition, and the relentless pursuit of authenticity. Beyond acting, Hanks expands his craft through storytelling. He co-wrote and directed Larry Crown, 2011, learning the discipline of screenplay structure, pacing, and editing. He has produced documentaries like the World War II series for HBO, applying his meticulous eye to historical narrative. In every venture, the same principle holds. Preparation is the foundation of credibility. Today, Hanks continues to work with the same vigor that defined his early days. He is currently filming a new science fiction drama, where he again immerses himself in technical manuals and consults with physicists to portray a believable future astronaut. He remains active on the stage, performing in live theater productions, a medium that forces him back to the immediacy of improvisation and the discipline of nightly repetition. Tom Hanks's story, therefore, is not a linear ascent, but a continuous workshop. Each project is a new canvas, each role a fresh rehearsal, each collaboration an opportunity to refine the craft. His career illustrates that mastery is not a static trophy, but a daily practice, one that keeps him relevant, respected, and most importantly, alive in the cultural conversation alongside legends whose influence he honors. The legacy he builds is still in progress, a testament to the power of relentless work ethic, curiosity, and an unwavering commitment to the art of performance.